Dive into the legend of the future where gods, adventurers, magic, and spectacular settings clash. It feels like a Dungeons & Dragons adventure, but the story rapidly develops layer upon layer with hints of science fiction, familiar ties with planet Earth, and a shrouded, deceitfully rewritten history. Adventurers serve a pantheon of gods called Tekka, but did they really create everything? Or are those adventurers baited with a vain hope for glory, riches, and fame for purposes only known by the gods? Many have succeeded, but countless others have met untimely doom or been discarded by the gods. Put together the clues of intrigue, mystery, and adventure as you follow fate fusing together four strangers, and with them face powerful foes, strange creatures, and the innovative story of this impossible quest that has never been told in the history of literature. Can you figure out where this story is going? Find Scepter of the Gods, The Rod of Truth now on Amazon and get immersed in the beginning of a 5-book saga that will not let you go.
Good morning and welcome to the Motivational Devotional, where we are merging motivation and spirituality to create a daily dose of confident positivity. I hope that this morning's podcast will help you to be more spiritually and positively motivated so that you can transform your day.
Good morning. I'm Mark the Writer. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you know anyone who could use some encouragement in setting goals or spiritual development, then please share this podcast or the blog version from motivational-devotional.com. Also, why not visit the Motivational Devotional Facebook page and follow us there? You can listen to every episode right on the page. Now, let's get started with today's Motivational Devotional. This weekend, in the United States, we will set our clocks forward an hour at the start of a season of daylight savings time. It isn't like we save any time, and countless memes circulate on social media making fun of it. Personally, I wish we would go to daylight savings time and just stick with it. It's nice in summer, not having sunset till around 9 p.m. or so, and even in the winter, it would be nice to have sunset an hour later. Of course, that would mean there would be a few months with sunrise occurring around 7:30 or even 8 a.m. I could handle that. Can we just arbitrarily, as a society, decide what time it needs to be and just change it? Well, why not? Who would we have to ask? God? Well, hardly. Time is a human invention. Anyway, nearly everybody has a hard time remembering whether to set a clock forward or backward in the spring as well as in the fall. Somebody long ago came up with the great idea that we fall backward in autumn and we spring forward in spring. So in the fall, we set clocks back an hour at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, and in the spring, we set them forward an hour. I love the analogy that creates about spring forward. The weather is warming up, nature is turning green again, people are sprouting seeds and planting gardens. Spring and summer sports organizations are gearing up for new seasons. People are preparing for summer events and vacations. The cold stall of winter, even though this year it was mild, is coming to a close, and everyone is feeling some inspiration for new things, renewing old things, taking ongoing things off pause, and getting ready to move forward with life. Well, that's why I love the analogy of spring forward. Of course, all of life didn't come to a complete standstill during winter. We had holiday parties and meals. We celebrated spiritual occasions. We enjoy the outdoors in a different way and continued daily life in whatever way we do, according to what we can do, where we live. I like to correspond my spiritual life with the seasons, but I also match up my goals and my progress with the seasons too. Winter is when trees deepen and strengthen their roots, which is why they drop their leaves in the fall. They put all that energy into the root system, and then as the weather warms up and the cold air won't bite off the leaves, trees send the sap back up into the trunk, limbs, and branches, form leaves, and start new growth. Well, spiritually, that process is easy because I am the only person really aware of my personal spiritual process. I can use winter months as a time to deepen my spirituality with the extra time available for meditation and journaling. As spring warms up, I have opportunities to get outdoors more often and for extended time, and so I literally start to branch out with my spirituality to experience new things, reflect on life in new ways, and get in tune with the universe through my outdoor activity. That increases over the summer, and then in the fall, I let my spiritual leaves drop, so to speak, in that I release things that have run their course and that won't continue to be part of my living into my lifelong dream. Your goals and dreams can be matched up the same kind of way, although their season might not run day for day concurrently with nature. We plan and deepen roots of businesses, organizations, and even in career paths. We grow by the work we do toward goals and branch out with new growth, hoping and working for flourishing growth so that we can grow new fruit. This is the perfect time of year to grab hold of your dream, define some goals, and set out some plans for planting seeds for your lifelong dream and get it done. Cultivate the soil of your soul by making sure your spirit has breathing room for inspiration and the growth of the roots of your new ideas. Water your inspiration with a mindful realization that you are living into the universe's blueprint in you for your success and your place in this world. So that is why you will not fail. If you were a tomato seed, you would absolutely become a tomato plant, bearing an abundance of tomatoes. But you're not, and neither am I. We are people, but we are created the seed of whatever it is we were created to be. And just as definite as the tomato seed becomes the plant, you and I will definitely become the manifestation of the seed of the lifelong dream we bear in the soil of our souls. Fertilize the soil of your soul with the compost of whatever you have pruned in your life and you're letting go. Let it turn into energy that fuels your future. Stay focused with relentless intent as you spring forward out of the soil of your soul into the light of tomorrow and manifest the abundant blessings you are created to manifest. So, spring. This is the time to spring forward. As you set your clocks forward, set your mind forward, set your intent forward, and set your goals forward, and wake up every morning focused on forever forward with relentless intent. You will do it as certainly as I will do it. Remember that all of creation is conspiring in your favor, and trust that the universe always has your back. Comedian Robin Williams said, "Spring is nature's way of saying, let's party."
Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Please help keep this podcast going by following the Motivational Devotional Facebook page, following @Threefold Way Radio on Twitter, and sharing the written format of today's message from motivational-devotional.com on your social media. I am deeply grateful for your support, and thank you for letting Motivational Devotional be part of your journey. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Motivational Devotional is a production of Threefold Way Radio, LLC.